List comprehensions are a powerful form of combination in the Python language. And a list comprehension, like the one that you see here on this second line, takes an existing list, in this case a list of numbers, and computes a new list from it according to some expression. So this one builds a list out of the letters I for every I in 3, 4, 6, and 8, where letters is the sequence of letters, which gives me DEMO. Oh, time for a demo. Let's start simple. I'll create a list called odds with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 in it. Now, a list comprehension can state, I want to compute a list that is x plus 1 for every x in odds. And that will give me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, where 1 became 2 and 3 became 4, etc. And this happened by evaluating the x plus 1 expression over and over again, with x bound to each of these in turn. There's a more complicated form of a list comprehension that includes not only an expression of how to compute each element, a name, and then the sequence that you want to compute over, but also the word if, followed by some condition, such as saying 25% x equals 0, which means I only want to keep an element x if it's the case that x divides evenly into the number 25. So 25 divided by x has a remainder of 0, using the remainder operator, or modulo operator. So 1 goes into 25 25 times, 5 goes into 25 5 times, but 3, 7, and 9 don't evenly divide 25. So this part of the list comprehension lets me select only part of the list that I want to keep around. And I can have interesting combinations of these. So I could say I want x plus 1 for these elements that evenly divide 25, and then I won't get 1 and 5, but instead I'll get 2 and 6. So those are list comprehensions. I can certainly put them inside of a function. So for example, I might have a function that computes the divisors of some number n. And how would it do it? Well, it would just return 1, which divides everything, and then x for x in the range from 2 all the way up to, but not including n, if it's the case that n divided by x equals 0. So what are the divisors of 1? Well, just 1, that's kind of a special case. How about 4? Well, you have 1 and 2. What about 9? You have 1 and 3. What about 8? You have 1, 2, and 4. 12 has even more. 18 has several divisors. And these are all the integers that evenly divide some number n.